What's up, everyone? It's your girl. I am Kaya, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're talking Love Island Games Season 2, Episode 2. Really, really great episode. I feel like it's starting to pick up because, again, the premiere was all right. It was very cute. It did not need to be 2 hours. I feel like if it hadn't been 2 hours, it would have been a great premiere. But this episode was very, very good. I really loved the challenge, the dual challenge that they had. It was really great. And we're starting to get people in this villa, and we're going to get to it when I talk about it on the end. But the person that they brought to bring in, baby, let me tell you. It's gonna be a show. But before I get to my recap, you guys know the deal. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Continue to show love to my channel. Again, I'm on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Let's go ahead and try to get that before my 27th birthday. It's coming November 26th. Yes, right, big Sagittarius. So yeah, continue to show love and share my channel and tell a friend about my channel. Tell them that I'll be talking my shit. And I try to make y'all laugh. I try to do my thug thizzle. But was there anything else I got to get into? Nope. Let's go ahead and get into this motherfucking recap. All right, y'all. So y'all know I got my handy dandy notes. Let's go ahead and get into the episode. So the episode starts off with Charlie's pulling Andrea for a chat. Again, I don't think I've missed that saying, can I pull you for a chat? Like, ugh, I did not miss it. But Charlie pulls Andrea for a chat. Charlie says that he wants somebody competitive, and Andrea says that she is really competitive, which we see like she literally killed it in that challenge. Behind Garby, she was definitely one of the fastest women, so she's definitely one to look out for us. Now, with her being with Josh and everything like that, and them two being competitive together, that's a team that everyone needs to look out for. I know I'm jumping ahead, but you guys watch the episode if you watching this recap. But anyway, so they're also talking about where they're from, and she did say how she's Hispanic. And then Charlie, first of all, when the hell did Charlie know how to speak Spanish? Because I don't remember him doing this last season at all. Like, I don't remember him speaking Spanish last season. I was very much impressed. I really didn't get anything else what they was talking about in these conversations, because again, unless you're talking about something interesting, I don't write it. But I did know down that Charlie is having conversation instead of kissing, because every time Charlie could never hold a conversation to save his life. He always had to go in and kiss somebody because he literally has nothing to talk about. But actually hear him have conversation is like, okay, I see he's trying to do stuff differently now. It's like, and I think maybe because he saw the fans, mainly me, I was the one saying how he always just likes kissing people. But I was very interested because him and Andrea had like 2 conversations this episode, and he didn't like kiss her and wasn't being all touchy. He definitely was having conversation and listening to what she had to say. So I appreciated that. So then we have Lynn and Mert. They talk. So Lynn saying how she was concerned because when she was going around looking at all the guys after she kissed them, she was worried that Mert wasn't looking at her. And she says that she's there for the fun and for the games, and if she does find a man, she'll be happy about that. So then Mert asks her who she would, if he wasn't there, if he wasn't an option, who would she pick? So Celine says Isaiah, which again, who the hell is Isaiah? Chris, no surprise, and Lucinda. She said that she would pick Lucinda. I was like, I don't understand why. Like, I don't understand why she didn't kiss Lucinda after she kissed Mert, because that would have been a gag. And we've seen on season 1 of Love Island, that was on CBS, that girls could pick each other, but this is not Love Island, this is Love Island Games, so I don't know how it would work, but that would be very gaggy if she did that. But I'm not, again, very familiar with Soline. Someone, Pierre, shout out to you, told me about how she is. They said that she was hooking up with everybody on Below Deck, so she's bisexual. So do your thing, boo. And I love Soline. Like, she made me laugh, and we're gonna get into that later, but I'm telling you right now, she is the MVP of the season so far. She is. So then we jump over to KK and Chris. They're in Soul Ties, KK's favorite place. KK says, so basically the gist of this whole conversation is that KK is saying how they've only kissed twice, but in the challenges, and she says she doesn't think that challenge kisses doesn't count. And she, in this whole time, like, they're just giving each other just long staring looks, and she just really wants Chris to kiss her, and he's not doing that. And honestly and truthfully, I respect that he's not doing it. And this is why, because if he would be kissing off on her and like giving her all this affection, because Chris has already made it a point that he is here for the game and to win the money. He's made that perfectly clear. And I think he says it multiple times this episode, and he said it multiple times last episode. So I do appreciate that he didn't do it, because if he was, then KK was going to fall some more, and then I would be like kind of leading her on, and then he's going to be getting all confused and wondering like why she's like falling all over him. So I am happy that he's having boundaries, like Ace say, he's having boundaries, is not giving her too much attention because he wasn't here for that. But if it does naturally, organically happen, he said he wouldn't mind it. So I like that. But KK, she wants us some Chris, and bitch, I don't blame you. But anyway, so We get Andrina and Tyler. I'm saying Tyler, Andrina and Tyreek. They're talking to Speakeasy, and then she has said something interesting. She says that she's scared that Ty will switch up on her and go with somebody else, and she's not going to see it coming. And of course, he says never, like the player that he is. And I'm just thinking, Ty, we know you. And then they talk about some other shit, and they just start tongue kissing. The kiss was very, very, very passionate because Andrina, when she had kissed, who was that? Jeremiah last season. Baby girl know how to kiss. So and Tyreek knows how to kiss too. It was very nice to watch. So then we got bedtime. We just jump into a little bit what happened before they get into the bed. Andrea says that she likes both Charlie and Josh. I'm like, honey, y'all only been there for what, 10-15 hours? How you like them? How do you like them so much so fast already? You know, Mert is missing Lucinda, which I don't understand how you miss her. Like, again, do y'all not realize that this is day motherfucking hold on. This is still day one. Yeah, like this is day fucking one. All y'all talking about some, oh, I really like this person. You know, I just really, really like this person. Josh calling Andrea his girls. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, anyway, so y'all are veterans, so y'all should know Dr. B doing all this shit anyway. But yeah, Mert is missing Lucinda. I don't know how the hell you missed her. Like, y'all really haven't done really nothing but talking, and she got took. So I don't know what you're missing. But anyway, so Chris says that he fancies Nicola, which, Chris, when you start saying fancies, you've been hanging around Charlie too much. But he said he fancied Nicola, which I think he mentioned last episode that that he likes, that he wants to get to know her. I'm not seeing, not to be rude, but with Nicola, I'm really not seeing what Chris is seeing in her. But maybe she's just a fun, quirky person. He likes that. I'm not sure, because she's different from KK, Shelly, and Hud. I'm just saying. But and then we have, and everyone's going to bed, and basically Andrina and Ty, they're just making out in bed. So that's only that happens. So we jump into the next morning, and then Chris is talking to I forgot who he's talking to, but he reassures us that he's here to compete, and if him and KK do find love, you know, and they want to work something out, he's okay with it happening. But his eyes is on the prize. His eyes are straight for the money. Again, don't blame it. It's Love Island Games. And KK is talking to the girls, and she is sad that Chris did not cuddle her. I was like, KK, baby, it was night one. KK, like, why do you want him to cuddle you like that? It's like, KK, like, please don't fall into your old ways, sweetheart. I don't want this for you, boo. I still love you, but come on. And like, again, I'm glad that Chris is not doing that, because that in a sense is going to be leading her on, because it's very clear that she really likes him and she wants to like get to know him more personal and have that physical attractiveness with him. But I don't think he's trying to lead her on, so he's just keeping her at a distance and keeping boundaries, seeing if it can naturally happen. So I am glad that Chris is not, leading her on in that sense. But KK, it's day 2, boo. Anyways, so we have Mert, which was funny as fuck. They're all getting ready. You know how they always do, right? Mert brings Lucinda some oatmeal to try or something like that. Now, mind you, he's not coupled up with Lucinda. He's coupled up with Solene. So he walks right past Solene and has Lucinda try something in front of Solene, well, in front of everybody, really. And then when he is about to leave, he notices that, Solene is right there, and he didn't have her try it. So Solene didn't like that, and Solene is just mad that he didn't acknowledge her. You walked right past me and went straight to her when me and you were supposed to be coupled up. Now, I can see both sides. Mert was with, like, him and Solene had just got coupled up the night prior. They really didn't have much conversation. Him and Lucinda, they had a couple hours before that, and he was really feeling her. So I can see Mert's side. But I can see Mert's side, but then Solene's side is like, we're supposed to be coupled up. I'm trying to get to know you, and then you keep trying to like continue to get to know Lucinda, but then you keep like not acknowledging me, which I'm not liking that. And which you do a little bit later on. So I do see Solene's side. And I think it was KK and Garby, because Solene gave what's his face attitude, Mert attitude about that. So he's trying to explain what had happened. He said, I just didn't want to leave her out. Is they were just trying to explain to him is that you did it right in front of her, and you went straight to Lucinda, and then you just noticed her and gave her that and didn't acknowledge her. That's what she's upset about. So then that's when he was understanding. So then, yeah, so everybody is just talking and going about their day, right? All right, so basically everybody's just talking to each other for the day. Again, I didn't write down anybody's conversation. Didn't really care. So all of a sudden we get Lucinda. Lucinda gets a text. So we found out that Lucinda and Josh are gonna be doing the first duel of Love Island Games. So what happened is both Lucinda and Josh will be able to choose another Islander to duel that night. If Josh or Lucinda wins, who they will get to give away the necklace to the loser. But if they lose, they keep the heartbreak necklace and is at risk of going home in the first dumping. So then Josh is ready. Lucinda, who is very not confident because she says she's not competitive. She doesn't like being physical. She doesn't like fighting or nothing like that. You can just tell that she's very like so sweet and like, like she seems like, I don't know what the word is about Lucinda. She just seems like she doesn't like want to do anything physical. She just like a happy, bubbly person. And I kind of like that. But it's like, honey, this is still a competition. So honey, competition, you got to do this. Okay. So then Josh says that he would choose either Charlie or Tyreek. It would make sense for him to go do Charlie. Tyreek, I don't think that was a smart choice if he was to do that later on, which he didn't, but y'all know. So then we have Lucinda, who doesn't know who she wants to pick. She's kind of contemplating if she wants to pick Andrina, and only because Andrina didn't during the challenge, the challenge on the first episode, she was on the bottom of the ranking, so she wasn't strongest that day, so that's what she was going based off. But then also in the midst of this, her talking to the girl, I think she's talking to, I forgot I know she was talking to Andrea, and I don't remember who the other girl she was talking to. Maybe it was Nicola, I could be wrong. So she just starts crying, and she says that everybody is here for competitions and she didn't get the memo. It's like, baby, it's Love Island Games competition, you're playing for money, so I don't understand how you didn't get the memo. I'm not understanding, Lucinda, but anyway, so we move on. Andrea and Ty are talking, and then basically the gist of that conversation is that Ty says, him and Andrea are having great conversations, but he does want to get to talk and get to know other girls, and he doesn't want to be closed off. I don't think none of y'all really should be closing off at all unless y'all really find something, but Tyreek, you definitely don't need to be closing off with no damn body, and Andrea, please do not Andrina, don't be thinking about closing off with nothing with Tyreek, okay? Please don't do that. So then we have Mert. Wait a minute. This is the funniest shit, y'all. Mert pulls Solene for a chat. And why the fuck did she say, oh, you want to make me breakfast? And he said, no, I just want to pull you for a chat. And then she said, oh, you want to talk to me while my stomach is empty? When I tell y'all, I screamed when she said that. Like, she literally is cunt as fuck. That's why I had her on the cunt as fuck on my tier ranking. Like, she literally is nice, nasty, and I love every moment. She is giving me the entertainment. I don't understand why I didn't know about her prior to this. I'm so glad I'm getting to know her on this show. I am loving her. So yeah, so they go off and they talk, and they basically just talking about what had happened when Mur had brought that oatmeal and had Lucinda try it and walk past Solene. Now, I'm not gonna even lie to y'all. I could barely get what they were talking about. I had to rewound it like 2-3 times. Both of their accents are so strong, and it seemed like that conversation ended so quickly. I blinked and it was over. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Their accents were too damn strong, so I'm guessing they just ended on a good note and they have an understanding. That's what I'm getting. But it seemed like the conversation ended so quickly, and their accents are so strong, especially Solene's. So yeah. So then we jump over to Lucinda and Josh. They're talking about who they would pick. Lucinda says her heart says Solene because she still wants to get to know Mert, but her head is saying Andrea because she's thinking strategically. And in this moment, now I'm not trying to jump ahead. In this moment, I just kept thinking, like, why do you keep saying Andrea? Because like physical wise, like she's bigger than you. Not like Andrea's fat, but Andrea is like, that bitch is a stallion, and she got an ass. I'm like, she's bigger than you, and she looks like more athletically and fit better than you. So I'm like, why would you pick somebody bigger than you? It'd be smart for you to pick Solene because you guys are both the same. You guys look, it's going to be an equal playing field because she's your size. But this is before what happened later on. But when she kept saying that, like, why would you want to pick Andrina? And it makes sense for you to pick Solene because if you want to get back with Mert, you can be coupled back up with him. But we're jumping ahead. Let me do that. So we have Josh, who says his heart is saying Charlie, but the only reason why he's worried to pick him and get coupled back up with Andrea is because he's worried that anybody that comes in here is going to keep stealing her away from him, and he's going to have to keep fighting to get coupled back up with her. Which, you know what? I know it's too early, but I don't know. I mean, he's not wrong, because in the first episode, everybody, like, they kept saying, like, who's your type, who's catching your eye. Andrea was at the top of that list. It was Andrea, it was KK, and it was Andrina. So in a way, he's not wrong. So I can see where he's coming from. So then we have, in the midst of all that, Ty and KK talk. So, and she says he's basically talking to her because he wants to kind of get to know her. I'm guessing. I don't know if he actually came out and said that, but I don't understand like why he want to pull up for a chat. I'm not sure, but I think he wants to get to know KK. She says that basically she's getting bored with Chris, and I think it's because he's not being physical with her, not showing that he's interested. I feel like Chris is interested somewhat, but his mind is not based on coming here for love. I think if this was a regular Love Island season and not the game aspects, I think Chris definitely would give KK the time of day, because you saw how what happened when he had with Shelly. He pursued her because he wanted to get to know Shelly. So I just think Chris's mind is focused on the money and found out it's going to be $250,000. That's where his mind is focused on, not the love. So I think that's why KK is getting bored, because he's not being very physical and not like giving her like what she wants, and that's probably what it is. And Ty would be the one that probably would give it to her, then Chris would. So then Ty says he does, kind of have eyes for KK, but then he kind of says something slick like, oh, but he wants to like cause some trouble between her and Chris. So again, like, I don't know if you just are, do you really have eyes for her because you want to get to know her, or you just want to be messy? If it's being messy, give us good TV, go right ahead and do that. But it's like, I love KK, so I just don't want you like breaking her heart, because she really did not need no more toxic men in her life. She don't. So then we have, what I said, okay, Mert and Lucinda. So Mert and Lucinda, they just talk real quick. So basically the whole gist of that conversation is Mert says that Solene is not his type, which I'm confused on how she's not his type, because if you put Solene and Lucinda next to each other, they kind of look kind of similar. Does anybody agree with me? If you agree with me, drop it down in the comment section. It's just that one is blonde and one is brunette. So I don't understand, but I don't know Mert like that, so I don't know what his type would be. And I just hope he's just not one of those foreign men who only likes blonde girls. But it's like Solene and what's that girl name? Lucinda. Yeah, it's too many people. It's too many new people that I don't know. Sorry. So bear with me, y'all. Solene and Lucinda look kind of similar in my opinion. So I don't know. I just think, but he just says that Lucinda is his type, and he's really liking Lucinda. Like, again, I don't know what type of kiss Lucinda put on this man, but Mert is really falling for Lucinda, and I'm not understanding why. Not like it's nothing wrong with her, but it's like, dude, do you not realize it's day 2? It's day 2. Like, calm your ass down. But anyway, we move on to the night scene, y'all. All right, y'all. So we have the duel time is coming up. So Ariana arrives. All the Islanders come. Josh and Lucinda are dressed up in basically workout gear. But I ain't gonna lie, Lucinda, she ate it up. Like, she looked really, really cute. So basically Ariana just goes down the rules like what they heard earlier. So basically Josh and Lucinda gets to choose one Islander they want to duel. If they win, they have to give the person that lost their necklace. If they lose, they have to keep it and at risk of going home, basically. And then whoever has the heartbreak necklace, there's going to be a dumping with in 24 hours. That's going to be the first dumping, and they're both that person is at risk of going home who has that heartbreak necklace. So we get into who finally they're going to pick, because that's what a lot of the conversation was before that, which is why I didn't write it down, with them just talking about who they want to pick, who they going to pick. Now, Lucinda surprised me, because the last conversation she had, it was like she was kind of itching to where she was going to pick Solene, because she wanted to get coupled back up with Mert. She picks Andrina. Now, in this moment, I was like, that's a stupid idea, because it's like, physically, she's bigger than you. And I was like, it makes sense for, like I said before, it makes sense for you to pick Solene, because you can get coupled back up with Mert. And she's also in your same weight class and your same size, so that kind of makes sense. Now, this was before. This is before I saw what happened later on. So in the moment, I'm thinking, damn, Andrina's about, if it's anything physical, Andrina's about to get her, which it was. But we went into that. So then she says that she's picked her mainly because when it came to the first competition and how Andrina placed, Andrina was second to last to her. So she said, so she did it strategically, which, it's smart. And then Josh picks Charlie. No surprise. Like, I was not surprised that Josh picked Charlie. I had it was nothing in my mind thinking he was going to pick Tyreek. But he picks Charlie because he wants to be back with Andrea. And he says that Andrea is his girl. Now, Josh, sweetheart, like, dude, do you not realize this is day freaking 2? I don't know how long it's been since Josh been in a relationship. I know last one that I remember he was in was with Shannon, but I don't know if he was with somebody prior to that. And I think him and Shannon broke up like 2-3 years ago. So I don't know if he's been in any relationship since then. Because it's like, why are you coming on so strong? Like, you just met this girl. But anyway, so Josh and Charlie like kind of argue, right? I didn't catch what was going on, because somebody said that he's so locked in, and then he says something about, oh, I can do this at home, like I can fuck off at home. I'm like, what? the fuck are you talking about? But it was like kind of weird. And it's like, oh, I don't understand why Josh is coming in so hot. Like, I don't know if it's because it's the game aspect or he really wants to, like, it's been so long since he's been on TV. I don't know what it is, but like, Josh, like, you doing your thing, but it's like, it's coming off really weird. And I don't know if I'm a fan of that. But anyway, so getting to the duel. And basically what it is that both the Islanders, there's a bowl full of pink balls and a bowl full of yellow balls. So it's going to be 5 of them. So whichever Islanders gets 5 balls in the 5 containers does it. Whoever does the fastest wins. So it's best out of 3, and basically whoever's faster wins. And also they're going to be connected to each other with a bungee cord. So it's going to be back to back. So instantly when Ariana said that, Charlie got mad. Like, Charlie got really mad because he saw that Josh is literally physically fit. And Charlie don't look like he got meat on his bones. He don't even got like really that meat on his bones at all. But I think Charlie is in shape. He's just skinny. And Josh has a lot of muscle on him. So Charlie immediately knew who was fucked. And I was like, God damn. And Josh was so happy. So then we go ahead and get into the first round. It's Andrina versus Lucinda. Now, when I saw this, I was like, Andrina is about to tear Lucinda up during this, because physically you look at Andrina, she looks like she has the bigger advantage, right? Now, I don't know if Andrina like works out or anything like that, because mind you, her body is beautiful. Like, she has a gorgeous body. So she has to do some kind of like workout to keep that body right, or she just eats healthy. So the round 1 starts, right? Andrina literally didn't get not 1 ball in there. Lucinda ate it up. Lucinda killed it. And I was like, oh my God, I kept thinking this whole time that Lucinda's about to lose. Bitch, shut my mouth, because she literally was like dashing through there. Like, it seemed like she was doing it with so much ease. And like, oh my God. So round 1 ends, Lucinda wins. She got all 5 of her balls in the container. Andrina didn't get 1. It was sad. It was sad to look. So then we get into round 2. And then at least this round, Andrina got some balls in, but she was still like not doing good. Like, I was screaming at the TV. I'm like, Andrina, all you got to do is get up and then use your weight, because you have that ass on you that I'm pretty sure if you at least try to look like you're trying to go against the container, you could get her. Because Lucinda seems like she's like 100 pounds soaking wet. She don't seem like she weighs that much. And the way she was just running through you was so crazy. But Andrina, I think she like in this round, she had like 2 balls. Lucinda got all 5 of her balls. Lucinda, she killed it. She ate it up. Like, she literally shot. I literally was not expecting this. I literally came in here expecting Lucinda to lose. And I was going to type down, Lucinda, you made the wrong choice. Baby girl did not make the wrong choice. Now, Solene, I don't know how she would have done against Solene, because Solene looked like she a little bit scrappy. But she ate it up. She killed it. So Lucinda wins. Andrina is now single, unfortunately, which I still love my girl, but you did shit the bed, baby. I'm sorry. And now Lucinda is now coupled up with Ty, which I don't think she wanted that. I really don't think Lucinda wanted to be with Ty, but you got with him, boo. So you got to deal with him. So then we got the guys round, which is Charlie versus Josh. Round 1 now. Going in here, I already knew Josh was gonna do good. But I kept thinking what happened with Andrina and Lucinda is what I imagined was going to happen with Josh and Charlie. Charlie actually impressed me, because at least Charlie was getting balls in there. Charlie was actually trying. Charlie literally like surprised me. Now, even though he didn't win round 1, Charlie was actually in there fighting, because Josh was in there like he was zooming past those. Like, Josh literally said, I am trying to win. But Josh does win the first round. I forgot how many balls Charlie had in there, but I think in the first round, this one, it was neck and neck. And then round 2, Josh literally sprinted and got all that in there. I think Charlie only had like 1 ball, and then Josh had to get his last ball. And you can just tell at some point Charlie gave up. Like, Charlie gave up, and Josh was able to get the last ball in there. Josh won. Charlie single, and now Josh and Andrea, they are coupled up again. So now the people that has the heartbreak necklaces are Charlie and Andrea. So season 7 of USA is not representing. They're not representing, unfortunately. You know, they could have brought somebody else, but a lot of them are in couples, so they couldn't. Like, the only people they could have brought Jeremiah. Yeah, they could have brought Jeremiah over Charlie. Just saying. But yeah, so season 7, yeah, they ain't representing us well. But yeah, so that's what happened. So Charlie and Andrea are now single, and they have 24 hours to try to figure out if they if they, I think if they, she said in 24 hours, they either have to figure out if they want to couple up with somebody. I forgot what Ariana said, but I just know in 24 hours. So basically, in the episode tomorrow, there's going to be a dumping, and I'm not sure how that's going to work unless, like, if Ty wants to still couple up with Andrina, and then Lucinda be single again. I just got to see how that's going to work. But yeah, that's where the episode ended. We do get a little preview of 2 returnees. I was like, damn, we ain't gonna see who it is. They actually showed us. It was Justine and Johnny Middlebrooks. Now, Johnny fucking Middlebrooks, I'm telling you right now, even though he's a piece of shit, that man is great TV. And seeing him and Tyreek I need to see him and Tyreek on a show together. Now that's gonna be some shit. And I got to see that. And I love me some Justine. I love me some Justine, y'all. But yeah, y'all, that was the episode. And before I get up out of here, we have to do my episode rankings. All right, so let's go ahead and get into these rankings. Now, at the bottom, let me see. Oh, y'all, I did the shit again. I'm so sorry, y'all. This was supposed to be in whack. Kendall and Charlie. Now, Kendall is never moving. He's never moving. He's never moving. He's never moving. Now, Charlie, because he did kill it in the duel, even though he didn't win, but it's like you still represent that evil man we got in office. So because of that, so sorry, Charlie, you forever got to stay in here. You got to stay in here. You got to stay here. Next, we have Isaiah. Again, he's in who? Again, who the fuck is Isaiah? Like, literally, people, like, 2 of the girls were talking about at some point in the episode saying, like, who else are you interested in talking to? 2 of the girls said Isaiah, and they kept flashing over him saying they were having conversations. Like, they're having conversations and we're not seeing it, but it's like he is literally nowhere to be found in this episode. He wasn't nowhere to be found last episode. This episode, I don't think he had a confessional or like a little diary room. Like, what the fuck is going on with you, Isaiah? Like, what's going on? Anyway, so yeah, he's staying right there until he do something. I don't know. So we got stuck in the mid. We have Mert. You know what? Mert is going to kind of stay stuck in the mid because, again, he really didn't do nothing this episode. I mean, all he was doing was talking about how much he missed Lucinda. It's like, dude, calm your ass down. And then Solene kind of was sunning you, so that was crazy. Then next we have Miss Lucinda. I'm sorry, Lucinda's going up. She's going up. She's going up. She's going up. Where should I rank her? I'll put her at the top of capable at the moment. So, and for y'all that don't know, so capable means like you're not cunt as fuck just yet, but you are doing your thing. You doing your big one, and you're not there just yet, but you're doing a little bit that you have to work your way up there. So Lucinda, she was stuck in the mid because but you know what, she could have been cunt as fuck this episode, but the only reason why she's not up there is because of all the crying and all that kind of stuff, like all like the emotional shit she was doing this episode. I was like, girl, like stop all the crying. So that's why she's staying there. And if she continues to do all that crying, she's gonna stay right here. So the next person we got is Josh. He was stuck in the mid last week, and Josh is gonna go up. Josh is gonna go up to capable as well. The only thing that's keeping him out as cunt as fuck is because, like, last episode, like, you calling Andrea your girl and all that kind of stuff, saying she's your girl, and like it's been day 2, and you like starting random little arguments out of nowhere, like starting like these little like arguments out of nowhere is like really strange to me. So you're staying right there, and if you keep acting weird, your ass is gonna go down the whack in a minute if you don't quit. So anyways, so then we have Miss Nicola. Now Miss Nicola, she didn't really do nothing this episode, so she got to go down to stuck in the mid. She was riding the fence, but at least she's around, like, unlike Isaiah. So she going stuck in the mid. Andrina, who I love you, Andrina, but honey, what the fuck was that performance? So your ass is going right down here. Then we have Chris, who I haven't been capable, but you know what, Chris is still doing a little something. At this moment, I'm gonna keep him right there. And also, he didn't piss me off this episode, so he's staying. Tyreek is staying right there because also he's talking to KK. He's saying he wants to stir up some stuff, so you staying right there. Next we have is Garby. Now Garby, did she do anything this episode? Not really, so she can come down. I still love you. So then we have Miss KK. I'm sorry, KK can't never move. She's always gonna be cunt as fuck. But it's just like, KK, please, girl, please, okay. So then we have Andrea. I had her in cunt as fuck because she killed it in the challenge last episode. She can go down to capable. Because she really didn't do anything, but you know what? Josh was fighting so hard to try to get back to her. So, honey, that makes her something. And then we have Solene. Baby, Solene is cunt as fuck. She is the head cunt as fuck. She ain't never moving. Never moving. She's never moving. And y'all, so that is our tier, my episode rankings. Again, they do change every single episode depending on what you do. Again, whack, who, stuck in the mid, capable, and cunt as fuck. So that is my tier. So if you guys agree with it, drop it down in the comment section. If you don't agree with it, who cares? It's my opinion. But yeah, y'all, let me go ahead and do my outro. So before I get up out of here, you guys know the deal. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Again, I'm going to be here all season long. Continue to show love to my channel. Again, we're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. And that was all for this episode. And I will see you guys next episode. Bye.